Hello everyone. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Adrian, and today I will be doing another video on DIY worm grit. So the way I do it is first take some vinegar. I'm using apple cider vinegar. You can use any type of, you can use white vinegar if you'd like, but it's cheaper. But this one has properties in it that would like actually help kill bad bacteria, things of that nature. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pour some of this on here. I don't really have a specific measurement, just generate, decent amount. And then pour a little water. And just fill it all the way up. And usually I would let this sit for a little bit, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse them by hand. There's like this slimy consistency inside the egg, as some of you may know. During this process, you're just rinsing that out. So once you feel like you've gotten most of that slimy consistency out of there, you'll just take it, drop it into the next bowl here. And I'm not going to do all these because it would take a while, just because I don't want to have a super long video for you guys, but I just want you to get an idea of how simple it is. And these eggs are literally just eggs that have piled up over a week or two from meals, and I just put them in a separate bag. Like I have a bag in my kitchen, like a grocery bag, and I just throw them in there every time we eat eggs. So you'll just keep doing this, do a little bit more. Make sure they're all nice and clean. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just trying to get most of that slimy stuff out of there and just a good rinse. And actually, before I keep going further, you can go ahead and put water in this other bowl. That way it'll rinse the vinegar off of them. You can also do this, one by one in your sink with the faucet, but just for the sake of this video, I'm doing it like this. So like I said, this is a super easy process. You're just throwing your eggs into a bowl. You don't have to put vinegar. A lot of people just do water. I like to do vinegar because I feel good about, it can kill off some of that bad bacteria. I wouldn't use soap personally because it's not really, unless you can find like a supernatural one, but it's kind of hard to do that sometimes. Alright, so moving along pretty good here. And just in case some of you may not know this, your worms need a type of grit to digest their food because they have a gizzard, kind of like chickens. And so, does it have to be eggshell powder? Not necessarily. There's different types of grit in soil, and even like sand, or some people use just coffee grounds. The only thing about coffee grounds is you really don't want to put too much of that in your worm bin because it is acidic. Not super high levels of acidity in coffee ground, but it is acidic. Alright, so we'll just stop with these for now. So just make sure these are all rinsed off real nicely. And what you can do is actually, like I said, you could do a couple rinses here to get the vinegar off. But I just wanted to show you real quick kind of what I do. So you could crush them, but what I typically do is just lay them like this in here. Just make sure they're not stacked because that'll prevent the moisture, or that'll prevent it from drying out when you put it in the oven. So just put them down like this. And if you have a big oven, it'll be a lot quicker. This is the only thing we have right now is a convectional oven. So this is what I use every time. So you would have all your eggs put onto your, whether it's your pan or your baking glass pan, and then when you go to put it in the oven, I would put, this is what I've learned. If you put it on 300, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on that 300, and then do like 20 minutes on 300. And once that's finished, so we'll go ahead and pretend we're doing that. Put it in here. Once that's finished, the 20 minutes, take them out and check them, and they should have a very like crunchy consistency. Like they should not be moist, and they should be fully dehydrated, and they should have almost like a glass sound when you crack them. They're gonna make almost like a porcelain or glass sound when they break, and that's when you know that they're just right. And when they get to that point, you're gonna put them into a food processor. This is what I use. There's a different type. There's a lot of different types. Let's see. I mean, this is just a basic food processor. But you would just place the eggs inside of here, put the lid on, start it. I'd say let it blend for like 5 to 10 minutes, and depending on the quality of your food processor, you may be able to get it to a powdery substance, the eggshells, in a quicker amount of time. But for me personally, I do about 5 to 10 minutes, and then that's when I'll get to where it becomes a nice powder like this. And so I'll just try to get a better shot of it for you guys. So it should be at least like this. And I mean, the finer the better, but this is really good. This is still really good, and this will work just fine. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I'd love to have a conversation with you and hopefully help you out, or maybe you can give me some feedback on what you guys do for your worm grit. But that's basically it for today. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, be sure to like and consider subscribing to see more videos. All right, have a blessed day.